Welcome, everybody, to 2024. So glad that you decided to join me today. Today, we're going to be talking about the horoscopes and the astrological events that are going to be happening for us for January 2024. So, on January the 1st, Mercury will go direct, as it's been in its retrograde motion since December, in the sign of Sagittarius. On January the 4th, Mars will enter into the sign of Capricorn, where it's going to be prompting us to get busy with business. January the 11th, the new moon goes into the sign of Capricorn. This is time for us to set our intentions at this time, and especially intentions that have everything to do with the long term. January the 12th, Juno goes retrograde. January the 13th, Mercury will enter into the sign of Capricorn. So we're going to be talking business at this time. January the 20th, the sun will enter into innovative Aquarius. January 20th, Pluto enters into Aquarius, and that is a big event, which we will have a separate video on, because that is going to prompt the cycle for the next 20 years and what our lives will start to look like in a very innovative way. So it does deserve its own video. January the 23rd, Venus will enter into the sign of Capricorn. January the 25th, we have a full moon in the sign of Leo. And January the 27th, Uranus finally goes direct in the sign of Taurus. So those are the astrological events that will be happening for us for the month of January the 24th. Now we'll get into our individual horoscopes for you and see how this January, the first month of the new calendar year, will pan out for you. Welcome, Sagittarius, rising sun or moon, to your January 2024 horoscopes. Let's talk about how this first month of the new calendar year is going to pan out for you. Now, for you, Sagittarius, rising sun or moon, the energy is going to be highlighting this first month of the year, your money house. So your second house is going to be lit up. So this is how we earn our money. This is our material possessions. This is our long-term investments. This is also our work ethic. And this is also the area that governs our self-value. So for you, with the sun and the new moon there, this is going to give you some extra energy, extra motivation to get out there and earn money. So this could see some of you taking on more hours at work. This could be some of you maybe acquiring a second job, opening a side business, a side hustle, but your motivation will be geared around making more money. This will also have you looking at how you spend your money. So as much as you're making more money, this could also put you in the span of making every dollar count. So paying more attention to your budget, trying to streamline your expenses, making sure that you are investing, because this is also an investment house. So this could be some of you, if you've gotten to that point in your life that you want to start investing your money into something, maybe stocks, bonds, buying real estate, buying property, things of that nature. You're trying to look at your money and how it can grow, work for you over the long haul. This is not just about short-term pleasure. This is about things that hold their value, because the second house governs value and self-worth. So this could also see you wanting to make some purchases, maybe some luxury items, big ticket items. But the thing I would say for you, Sagittarius rising, is make sure these purchases make sense. Make sure the purchases that you're making are going to hold their value. It's like buying a piece of jewelry, making sure this piece of jewelry will appreciate as opposed to depreciate. So as opposed to going out purchasing a car that loses its value the minute you drive off the lot. So being very mindful of big ticket item purchases that you're making, and that they make sense and they hold their value. Now, another thing we're going to be looking at is some of you may be going through the phase of, because it's the house of your self-worth, reevaluating the current way that you make money. You're probably getting into the span of, I want to be making money that in a way that takes advantage of my skills, where I feel good about going to work every day, where I feel like I'm making a difference and being a part and giving back. So you may reevaluate how you make money and may come to the decision that you want to change career paths, change jobs, or something to that effect. Now, I will caution you that because the sun is going to be here, be careful of burnout, because even though you're very, very motivated to make money this month, this could put you in the span of just focusing on that and maybe running yourself into the ground. So just be careful with that. Now, as we move into the month, your Venus is going to be highlighting your first house. Now, as I said in a previous video, the number one place that I love Venus to be is in someone's second house of money. But the second place I love it to be in the first house, because we know the first house is the house of self. This is our appearance. This is our body. This is our first impression. This is how people experience us as they meet us. So with Venus being in the first house and being one of the things that it governs is beauty, along with money and harmony, this could have you thinking about changing up your style. So you could be thinking about getting your hair done a different way. You could be thinking about coloring your hair, revamping your wardrobe. Maybe you decide with all this working that you're doing and all this extra money that you're making, you may want to revamp and get you some new pieces, changing up your style. And I know once you do that, a lot of times once we change up our style, we are received differently. Our energy is differently. So you may actually hear people say that you seem different around this time. Now, with it being in the first house and Venus being there, and Venus being an energy that brings benefit to us, this could look like a lot of blessings and opportunities coming your way. So you should definitely be out and about, because this could bring in, again, those money-making opportunities. This could bring in your connection with other people that could possibly help you along your path with your personal goals. Now, because this is the first house, this could also bring in a new love interest. So this is really for my single Sagittarius risings. If you are on the market for a new love interest, this could put you in the path of someone new, or maybe someone's, because it's Venus in the first house. This makes you very attractive, very magnetic. People are drawn to you. So you could draw into someone to you in a romantic level. But this is all about you getting out there, putting yourself out there, socializing and having a good time. Now, as we start to close out the month on January the 25th, we will have our full moon. And the full moon is going to be transiting your ninth house. So the full moon is about endings, adjustments, acknowledgments, or shedding a light on an area of our life that we need to pay attention to. With it being in the ninth house, this is going to have everything to do with long distance travel, educational pursuits, your belief system, your faith and religion. This also is a house that governs legal situations. So you could be seeing the ending of an educational pursuit, but I always think of endings as a place for new beginnings. So you could be very well thinking about going and pursuing an educational pursuit. This could also put you by way of long distance travel. Some of you will need to be renewing your passports or your visas too also. So that's a good thing. Even if you don't have a trip planned, be prepared. It's better to be proactive than reactive. This could also see you considering another mode of worship. So some of you could be ending a relationship you had with a religious belief or religious practice, or just a life belief in general, to pursue another path on how you worship, what you believe in, your faith, things of that nature. Some of you could be beginning a spiritual awakening or a spiritual journey for yourselves. So that could be something that comes for you towards the end of the month. And the full moon is a 30-day cycle, if not a little bit more. And this could also see the ending of a legal situation as well. So, Sagittarius rising, this is how your first month of the calendar year is going to pan out. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please visit my website at www.melaningoddesslife.biz. Follow me on all the social media platforms. I appreciate your support, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.